Hi.
Hello. So we are from the ladies ministry. Today we are having our Dorayaki cooking session. So we have Grace. Yay!
Hi.
Grace, maybe you can share a bit of yourself. What you
Okay.
do.
I'm actually a food and consumer education teacher. So I enjoy cooking. Like, I'm going to teach you how to cook dorayaki. And dorayaki is actually a Japanese confectionery. It is actually one of the traditional ones. And if you like Doraemon, you'll realize that Dora comes from actually the word dorayaki. Okay, and dorayaki happens to be Doraemon's favorite snack. So whenever you read a manga, you will see him eating dorayakis all the time. Okay, and so this is a traditional Japanese confectionery, and most adult and children in Japan love to eat this. Okay, and I would like to introduce you to this confectionery today.
So maybe we start from the equipment. Because
Okay.
I don't cook, so I really need to know what must I start with. What we
Okay,
can share.
sure. It's actually pan fried. Okay, so well, this is actually it's probably a dorayaki size. So actually, it's easy for you to use this. So you can just make one single dorayaki. Okay, this is actually an omelette pan, but you can also use this. You just need to use your tablespoon, about 2 tablespoons right in the center, and it will form a circle normally. It's quite simple. Okay, and
This one,
yes.
this is the metal tablespoon that we have at home, right?
Yes,
Same, right?
it's the same as a tablespoon. You can even use your Chinese porcelain spoon. So 2 of this.
Agar-agar,
Yeah,
something like that, right?
correct.
Okay.
And so I have different types of pans here to show you that any kind of pan can work. So this is your normal frying pan. You can also use this. If you know how to apportion, you can actually make 2. But in case it goes wrong, it's better to make one in the center. Okay. And I have a special pan here.
This one is like from Doraemon's pocket.
This is to cut down the time, okay? Because I think if you make one by one, it will take quite some time. So you are making a large portion. This is actually very helpful because you can make 4 at one go. Okay.
So today, which pan will you be using?
Okay, actually my pan of choice would be this one. Okay, but I'll show you how to oil it. It's the same for all the pans. You just need to oil it, but you need to also wipe the oil dry.
Can I ask you,
Yeah.
so if I buy this pan, can I use this pan for other things, or is it only for
You can use this for cooking eggs.
Okay.
Okay, like maybe it's breakfast, right? You want to have 4 fried eggs. You can do that. You can also make it omelette. Okay, and that means you just you can do anything with it. You can even toast bread on it. I mean, you can cut it into circles and then make your pancake.
Wow.
Yeah, your bread that way.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Okay. Like emoji bread, maybe you can put
Oh
face.
yes.
Okay.
For the equipment, we need a mixing bowl, a whisk, a sieve. Okay, and if you have handy with you some measuring spoons, that would help also, but you only need the tablespoon actually. Okay, and I have with me a silicone brush. You can also use a normal hair brush. Okay, but that is actually for cooking of the dorayaki on the pan, for oiling the pan. Okay, and then this little spatula is for lifting the dorayaki off the pan. Have with you a tissue handy also, because you'll need to clean your pan.
Sorry, is this tissue or the
it's actually kitchen towel. I folded it so that I can clean the oil off the pan afterwards. Although you need to oil the pan, you need to make sure that there's no more oil on the pan after you have oiled it. Okay, because this will lead to white spots on the dorayaki. It won't be even. Okay, so these are all the equipment needed. And then I have with me the ingredients. Okay, we have 2 eggs, 80 grams of plain flour. You can also use cake flour, 50 grams of sugar, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Also, we have 15 grams of honey and 10 ml of water. So these are all the ingredients that we need. I've actually pre-made the red bean paste. Okay, and this red bean paste is actually the filling for the dorayaki.
Is it complicated to make the red bean paste?
It is actually quite simple. It's actually boiling the red bean paste only. So what you need to do is soak the beans for 8 hours, drain off the water, then after that you put it to boil for about 10 minutes. After that you drain off the water again and you boil for 40 minutes after that. And once it has softened, you can add in sugar.
Normally, this mixture, how long can you keep it for?
You can keep it up to 1 week in the refrigerator.
If I want to keep it long, can I put it in the freezer?
Yeah, you could put it in the freezer. Probably it will store up for about 2 weeks. And then when you take it out, you just thaw it, give it a thaw.
Don't need to steam it or what?
No, you don't have to recook it again. But if you want to heat it up, you can. You can still like heat it up in a microwave oven.
I don't have
Just for a few
microwave
seconds.
oven.
Okay, if you need to heat it up using a steamer, you could also. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back. We will now combine the ingredients together to make the pancake batter. And this is what we need. 2 eggs. So we crack 2 eggs. Okay, and we'll add the sugar. And the honey. Okay, we'll use the whisk and we'll combine the eggs and the sugar and the honey together until it is well mixed. This step is just to make sure that the sugar dissolves into the pancake mixture together with the egg, so that we will not have crystals when we eat the pancake. Okay, now it's well mixed. Once this is done, we will add in the flour and the baking powder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk the flour and baking powder into the mixture. And the reason why I whisk the flour is to break up lumps and to remove any impurities. Okay, you can use a scraper or a spoon to help you break up any lumps that is found in the flour. Okay, and at the same time when you whisk the flour, you are also trapping air as the flour falls back down. Okay, so now I shall continue to whisk the flour into the egg mixture. There are 2 types of flour that we can use. We can either use cake flour or plain flour. Plain flour will contain more gluten. That means there's more protein in the plain flour. But for the cake flour, it is lower in gluten. So it generally will be lighter. Okay, the mixture can be lumpy at the beginning, but if you continue whisking, it will be combined well into the mixture, and it should give you a runny consistency, a thick yet runny consistency. Okay, it looks like that, and you see now the lumps are gone. Okay, after this, we have to allow the batter to rest for 15 minutes before we add 10 ml of water and start cooking the pancakes. Okay, now the mixture has already rested for 15 minutes. I am going to add 10 ml of water to the mixture, and then we just mix it in gently. Okay, and I'm going to heat up the frying pan now. So we just turn on the cooker and get it heated up. We'll also need to oil the pan. But although we oil the pan, we need to make sure that we wipe the oil away, because the oil will actually leave spots on the pancake. So you want a perfectly brown pancake, we will need to clean off the oil after this. Just allow it to heat up first. And then we use a kitchen paper and then clean off the oil.
Is it high or low heat?
It should be on low to medium heat. Yeah. Okay, it's warming up.
How do you know when it's really warm?
Just put your hand close by, of course not onto the pan, but as long as you can feel the heat, it should be fine.
Feel the heat.
Yeah. Another way to test it is just get a little bit of water. Okay, and then you just put it on. When you see the water start to sizzle, okay, it is almost ready. Okay, and that's how we tell that the pan is ready for cooking the pancakes. Okay, you can see the water sizzling now. Okay, I'm going to use my tablespoon. This is actually the same size as a Chinese porcelain spoon. This is 1 tablespoon. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of mixture onto the frying pan. Okay, just drop the mixture into the frying pan. Just drop it in the center. It should form a decent circle. Okay, we'll cook it on the first side for about 2 minutes until the bubbles appear. And then we'll flip it over for 1 more minute. You can use a spatula or wooden spoon to do this. So you'll just wait for the bubbles to appear before we start to flip it. We try not to touch it until it's well set. Okay, as you go along, you'll see more bubbles appearing. And you'll see that the side will start to set also. Oops. Okay, you can see that there are some white spots. It shows that the pan is not really clear of oil. So we'll need to wipe the pan down properly in order to get an even brown color. So the first one will usually be like that. Okay, so let's try the next pancake. Okay, so about 1 minute. And it should be ready. We should be able to take it off the pan. Okay, it will come off the pan quite easily. So just plot the pancake here. Okay, let's do our next one. Hopefully this one will give a better result. Okay, you have to control the heat accordingly to how well you know your stove. If you feel that the heat is a bit too high, you can actually lower it. This portion you can make a total of 10 pancakes, and so we need one pair to make one dorayaki, so that will mean we can make 5 dorayakis with this portion. Okay, you'll notice that this pancake has become very large. Okay, this is due to the way I spooned in the pancake. So what I should have done is waited for it to set a little bit first before putting in the second spoon. Okay, you can tell that it's almost ready when you see the bubbles appearing, and when you see that there is a round bump on the pancake itself at the edges. Oops, see the heat. So we must learn how to control the heat properly. Okay, after this we will try I'll show you how to make dorayaki using the 4-hole pan. Okay, I'm going to give this an oiling. Okay, and I'm going to wipe it down. Okay, quite hot now. I'm turning it down to low heat. Okay, this pan is a bit smaller, so I can only put in 1 spoon for each hole. Okay, so we'll wait for 2 minutes on one side, and then when we flip over to the next side, you just need to cook it for another 1 minute. Okay, we shall just finish the mixture. Okay, let's hope this one will come out better. Because after the first oiling, normally after the first oiling, all these white patches will appear, but after the second to third round, it should actually not appear that often. Let's flip this over. Ah, perfect. Okay, I mean, don't worry if you miss it, because later on when it sets, you can put it back into the hole.
Alright, now it's cooking for dummies. 101. Let me try. First, Mr. Tam said 1 scoop. Okay lah, actually it's not so bad. I just pour in only. Okay, pass. Okay, then the first one, right, bubbles are coming up. I must flip it. Okay, looks like I got pimple already. Wow. In Jesus' name, flip! Actually looks quite good. Actually
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, second one not ready yet. Okay, so the main idea I think is you need to get the temperature right. And then you cannot be scared when you flip. It will be alright. How do you flip? Actually, do you hold it from the edge or? Huh, Mrs. Tam?
Yes, from the edge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's okay, don't worry. You can always
Yo, yo, yo,
push it
yo,
back
yo, yo, yo,
after
yo.
it's cooked and set.
Need to hurry up, the rest is.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, but the flipping part is very messy. Any suggestions for?
Okay, just now when the pimple started appearing, you can let it set a bit more before you flip it. Because it was still not totally set. That's why the top part was still liquid. That's why when you flipped it, you actually got some of the liquid out.
Oh, sorry, now your stove also got the liquid already.
Okay. It's easy to clean.
Everywhere also got liquid. Never mind, as long as the pancake looks good, can already. Okay, this one, this
For
one.
those that are a bit too light in color, you might want to flip it back again to maybe
Huh,
give
that,
it a bit more.
like that not dark enough.
Okay, it's good. It's good. Okay, it's good. Maybe the first
Just say it's
two,
good.
the first two you might want to flip it back.
First two, this one.
Yeah.
Or maybe I need to get a bigger.
Spatula.
Yeah. I'm not so pro at small. Like, or maybe I get a pen, then at least I can. Gyap. Ayo,
Yeah,
don't know.
It looks nice actually. The inside looks good.
This is the cake flour mixture.
You want some help?
Oh, thank you. But later I'll scratch your pen. Cannot. They say cannot use metal things on your.
Yeah.
Can already or not?
Yeah.
Can eat already, huh?
You can. We can start assembling the dorayaki now.
I know. Take the knife and cut off the edges. That's not nice.
Okay, so we have finished with the cooking of the dorayaki pancake. Okay, and this is what we have. So this is actually made with plain flour, and we also experimented by using the big frying pan and also the 4-hole frying pan. Okay, and these are those that we oiled initially, but subsequently after it's oiled the first time, the pancake would have a smoother appearance, a smooth color appearance. Okay, and this plate is actually made with cake flour, so they tend to be a bit lighter, but it was done after the initial oiling, so we didn't oil the non-stick pan anymore. We continued cooking and the color is much more even. Now it all boils down to the control of the fire, so you should be working on low to medium heat depending on your cooker. Okay, so you need to control the heat. If it's too hot, you need to just adjust it down a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to assemble the dorayaki, and this is how it works. Just collect about a tablespoonful of the red bean paste. Okay, and we put it on top of one of the dorayaki pancake. We take the next one and we press it down. And that is the dorayaki. Okay, let's continue making until we finish up the dorayaki.
Aku ingin begini, aku ingin begitu, ingin ini, ingin itu.
If you find there's too much of the red bean paste, you can actually reduce the amount. And then you can also roll it. If you want everything to be equal, what you can do is you can weigh it on the weighing scale, about 15 grams per ball. Okay, and you can actually assemble it already.
Aku ingin terbang bebas di angkasa. Hey, baling-baling bambu. La